Hello everyone, Comrade Snake here. So I do have another game thing coming up. I was playing a lot of Helldivers recently, as you can see from my recent videos, some video game stuff, but more board games are coming. I have something on the table I'm gonna start filming here in the next couple of days. But for now, I want to do an unboxing of my latest one that just came in after I backed the Kickstarter. It's Burning Banners, published by Compass Games. Made by Christopher Moeller. I believe that's how you pronounce that name. If I'm wrong, I apologize, Christopher. Anyway, so Burning Banners, Rage of the Witch Queen. This is a pretty thick box. It is very heavy. It's gotta be at least, I'm gonna guess 7 or 8 pounds, maybe even more. But it's a heavy one, and take a look here at the back. You can pause it to get a good read and look at everything, but a lot of all the artwork is all hand-drawn. This is taking place in this fantasy world that was made up for it, and there's going to be a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. You got all your list of everything. Low, medium complexity. Even the advanced game is not particularly complicated. Adds some interesting mechanics and stuff. Goes from 2 to 6 players, decent thing. Anyway, so I'm very excited for this. It looks very cool, and I don't have a lot of like fantasy themed games, so I was very excited when this came out. I'm like, that looks fun, and it's not too complicated, so I can easily teach other people and kind of go into playing that and get a couple games in an afternoon. So very good. I'm glad about that. So let's get this open. And of course, the cover art and everything is all gorgeous. So here we go. Let's take a look. By the way, on the inside here of the box, we have some of the heroes of the setting. All kind of here, or some of them are villains, I suppose, but all the, the special characters on the side. And then it looks like we have, okay, so I wrapped in a pack of cards here for the special heroes. I'm not going to open that up right now, but we got all that in here. Okay, and we got, looks like a couple books in some plastic to protect them. I'll put them back in before I close it, but we got a Traveler's Guide. This is the lore book. So this is, a whole thing here, the Twin Realms, the gods, a whole thing about magic. Yeah, so we got all kinds of stuff here, a bunch of lots of good stuff in here, and a whole description of all these different special characters that are in the game. Okay, and we have the rule book. This is good. Oh, this is a nice like kind of matte finish, not too shiny on the, I mean the camera is making a worse glare than there actually is looking at it, but not too bad. It's all full color and everything. Pretty big writing, so it's easy to go there. Look at that big halt tour. So it tells you where to kind of stop and play an introduction campaign using basic rules before proceeding to the advanced game, which is over here. So about 30 pages of basic rules, but it's very big text. It's not, and I've seen the gameplay stuff and kind of explanation of how to play it. It's pretty simple, even with the advanced, which extends it out to, well, technically it's going to about 59 pages, but some of that's, this is like reference material at the end and, descriptions of glossaries and stuff like that. So really just an extra maybe 20 pages or so of advanced rules. And once again, big text. So 20 pages, but probably realistically, if it was in smaller text, it's probably more like half that, maybe 2/3, tops. All right, and then we have a campaign book. So this is all these scenarios, I believe. Yes. So we have everything from, and these are divided in these kind of like ages that is explained kind of in the lore book and gives you some, I believe the campaigns themselves have descriptions that kind of give you some more understanding of the history of this fantasy world and this war and everything that was going on. So we got a whole thing here, gives you a nice description here so you can know how to set up a campaign and what all the things mean, and all that jazz. So, you can look at, for example, introduction campaign is just a 2-player scenario. It's the Fjordlanders, they're basically Vikings, versus dwarves, the Oathsworn, or is it Oathborn? Oathborn, excuse me, Oathborn. So just a pretty simple setup for a quick fight, and it gives you some special rules there, and then you can continue on to other campaigns where you get, you know, like this, like goblins and orcs fighting each other. So you get this kind of interesting thing here, the Jarl War. So now you have the Eastern Empire fighting against the Fjordlanders and so forth. So you just keep going. You get a lot of different things and special rules and victory conditions and all kinds of different scenarios. Now, I have not read through this whole book or anything like that. I've only seen a few of them kind of played online with some demonstration videos and looked a little bit of some stuff from when other people have taken a look at the game here, Campaign 9, Marauders and these. So these are all, I think, the smaller scenarios. Now we're getting into the larger ones, I believe, here. Looks like 3, 4 players. Yeah, 4 players. Yeah, so then we get to the larger scenarios. That one's 2. So maybe that's not, maybe the complexity is not necessarily connected to the amount of players. It just be special rules and other things going on in there. Yeah, anyway, so campaign 3 against the yeah, so it goes on for a while with all this beautiful artwork. Just great. Oh, here we go. So as we get to kind of the final campaign 17, and then we get to the Chronicle, which is the, you know, you can, this is scenarios that you can also like link together as it explains how to do all that. So you can kind of play a extended long campaign that plays through the whole war and everything that went on in the fantasy world. So that's pretty rad. We got designer notes at the end and a little description here, so you can keep track of unit abilities and things like that. That's great. Love it. Love to see it. Okay, we got some, okay, here's our dice. We got 6-sided dice and 8-sided dice for combat rolls and such. Like, I'm not going to do a rules explanation or anything really, so don't look for that here. There are already videos that do that, and also this is just an unboxing, so we're not doing this. But we got packs of cards for things. So like this is a hero card. Looks like there's I don't know the full context for these cards here, but it looks like some kind of faction specific abilities. I don't know if that's scenario based or advanced game. Because I don't know everything. I've seen some stuff, but I don't know everything that goes on here. We got spell cards for hero units. We got, looks like quick start cards. Okay, and maybe some more, yeah, looks like maybe some more possibly faction specific. Well, they might all be faction specific. Not 100% certain on that. But it looks like some more spells, or blessings, some of these. All right, so there's some variants there. Okay, magic card display. Oh, these are all wrapped up in here. Oh boy. Okay, let's get to see if I'll get these open. Why not? These are like some pretty sturdy cardboard. Oh yeah, encounters on the edge. Okay, on the end there. Okay, so these are our nice sealed up, protected counters. And we're almost to the boards. Multiple boards. Okay. Get the plastic out of here. Stop sliding out. Okay. So we have a magic card display, so spell deck and discard pile. Okay, so this is nice. You can just keep this off to the side for when you do that. Oh, I can smell that fresh cut cardboard. Oh, it smells good. It smells like a new game. Anyone who's opened up new games know what I'm talking about. We got, okay, looks like a turn marker and or turn trackers rather, along with yes, this is to keep track of the turn order for each scenario and when you've finished doing your stuff. Income trackers, revolt track, which I think is the Empire specific. Cool. Oh, and then now we get to the various faction cards, and these are all very nice. Not just have this gorgeous artwork, but the colors all good. The printing looks fantastic. We've got these inset areas to place units. That's great, and it kind of tells you also what's on them. So ranged unit, fragile ranged unit. Very fragile means they can only take 1 hit instead of 2, which is normal, and also tells you how many would go there. For And then for the advanced, you have this advanced side, so you have your heroes, plus special other stuff going on there. That's great. You got Fjordland, so we got all their excellent units. You can all take a pause whenever you want to check them out. Goblins, with some troll allies and some hobgoblins. We got the Army of the Night, which are like the undead, and I'm assuming the vampires on giant bats. That's awesome. That's cool. Never seen that. I like their siege engine is bats carrying a bunch of stones in a thing. That's rad. I hadn't seen those before. Had not really seen some of these other things, so that was cool. We got, okay, oh, they have the advanced game here for the, so I noticed they have enslaved heroes for the advanced game for the Army of the Night, so that's cool. And then on top, and then the dwarves have a special Lost City token. That's going to be interesting. I wonder what that's all about. And then we got a lot of these other units, some Storm Giant, very big, tough unit, okay. Siege engines, and then of course, orcs. With their, oh, a Dire Raven. I like that. That's an interesting idea, especially as an orc creature. And a bunch of other cool little orc monsters. That's awesome. That's our faction cards, and then we get to our counters. I'm not gonna punch any of these right now. Well, I'm gonna punch one just to kind of demonstrate how you see how they punch. And it punches out very easily. It's all pre-rounded. That's wonderful. You got the front side and then the back. I'm gonna try to fit that guy back in. Backside for wounded stuff, except for the fragile units. Those are there. So we got 5 sheets, it looks like. No, oh no, wow, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sheets. Some of these are control markers, so got game markers plus all of these other, oops, I accidentally punched out another one. Whoops. Plus these units. So we got a good variety here. All right, and let's get on to, I think the last thing we have in the box here is the boards. Let's take a few here. I believe there should be 4. Oh, no, it's not even the last thing in the box. Oh, of course, player aids right at the bottom. Huh. Well, there we go. So we got a nice big player aid, a couple of big player aids with descriptions of everything that you need to play. Well, that's great. I hadn't thought about it, but once I saw them, I realized, yeah, player aids or something I was like, I hadn't seen. Let's just pull out a couple of these, take a quick look. Oh, so there's 4 of these that are all this size. So this is going to be this is pretty big when everything is laid out. But this is just 1/2. So this is the Broken Coast. Looks like it's, there we go, Broken Coast. So this is a pretty big thing. I did not realize how like big the stuff in this game was. This is pretty impressive. So we got the Broken Coast, and what's this? The Imperial Heartland. Let me just take a look and see what we got here. So another big section, and it looks like, I think this might directly connect to the one I just opened up. Let me take a look. I think this is like a top and a bottom. Yes. Okay. So this is 2 of the sections together, and I imagine the other ones are probably that side. So this is huge. This is a huge board. So I am going to say the 6 faction, big huge war is going to be a pretty rad scenario to play out. Well, I'm going to have to put all this away, but that is super cool, and I am very happy with this one. Glad I got in early on this. I believe all of the Compass Games Kickstarters go on sale on their actual store after the initial print run pre-orders go out, so this will probably be up soon if it isn't already, although admittedly I haven't looked. Anyway, so that is Christopher Muller's Burning Banners, Rage of the Witch Queen. And I hope this does really well, because I think it would be super cool if we got more stuff in this kind of series, if that's something that Chris would want to do or look into. Maybe not. Maybe it's not interested in doing more, but just components alone, this is gorgeous, and I would love to have more. Anyway, so that was my unboxing here of Burning Banners. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you are thinking about picking up the game.